I tried growing potatoes in the simplest way possible, with almost no effort. What surprised me most was not just that it worked, but how well it worked. Instead of following traditional planting methods, this approach focuses on reducing labor while still allowing the plants to grow naturally. No deep digging, no complicated setup, and no heavy maintenance. Just a simple process that works with nature instead of against it. Everything begins with choosing the right spot. Potatoes need sunlight and space to spread, but they are also very forgiving plants. Even a basic patch of soil can become productive if it is prepared just enough to support growth. The area is lightly cleared of weeds and debris. There is no need to completely turn the soil or dig deep trenches. Instead, the surface is left mostly undisturbed, keeping the natural structure of the soil intact. Rather than burying the potatoes deep underground, seed potatoes are placed directly on top of the soil. Each one is spaced a short distance apart to give the plants room to develop. Once the potatoes are positioned, they are covered with a thick layer of organic material. Straw, dry leaves, or grass clippings are spread over the top, creating a protective blanket. This layer replaces the need for digging. It keeps moisture in the soil, blocks sunlight from reaching the potatoes, and slowly breaks down to feed the plants. After covering, the area is watered thoroughly. The moisture settles everything into place and begins the growing process. For the first few days, there is very little visible change. But beneath the layer of mulch, the seed potatoes begin to sprout. Roots grow downward into the soil, while shoots push upward toward the light. Soon green stems break through the top layer. The plants emerge strong and healthy, growing without ever being buried deeply in the ground. One of the biggest advantages of this method is how little maintenance it requires. The thick mulch layer naturally suppresses weeds, reducing the need for constant cleaning. Watering is also less frequent. The organic covering helps retain moisture, keeping the soil damp for longer periods even under warm sunlight. As the plants grow taller, more mulch can be added around them. This simple step replaces the traditional practice of hilling soil around potato plants. Instead of digging and piling earth, new layers of straw or leaves are added to keep the developing potatoes covered and protected. Over time, the plants continue to grow upward while new potatoes form beneath the mulch layer. Hidden from direct sunlight, they develop slowly and evenly. Another benefit of this approach is soil health. Because the ground is not disturbed heavily, the natural structure remains intact. Microorganisms continue to thrive, improving fertility over time. Weeks pass, and the plants become fuller and stronger. Leaves spread wide, capturing sunlight and fueling the growth happening below the surface. Eventually, the plants begin to show signs that harvest time is approaching. The leaves start to yellow and dry, signaling that the potatoes have matured. Harvesting with this method is incredibly simple. There is no need for digging tools or heavy work. The mulch is gently pulled back by hand, revealing the potatoes resting just beneath the surface. Clean, fully formed, and easy to collect. Each potato can be picked directly from the soil without damaging the plant or disturbing the ground. The process feels more like uncovering something hidden than harvesting. What makes this method so effective is its simplicity. By working with natural materials and avoiding unnecessary effort, the plants are allowed to grow in a more balanced environment. The result is a healthy harvest with far less labor than traditional methods. After harvesting, any remaining organic material can be left in place. It continues breaking down, improving the soil for future planting. This means that each growing cycle leaves the soil better than before. What started as an experiment quickly became a preferred method. Not because it is easier alone, but because it produces consistent results with minimal effort. Sometimes the best way to grow food is not by doing more, but by doing less and allowing natural processes to take over. In the end, this simple approach proves that growing potatoes does not have to be hard work. With a little planning, some organic material, and a willingness to try something different, even the laziest method can lead to a surprisingly successful harvest.